weekly analysis on EMini futures. We're looking into the NASDAQ 100 index futures. Today, Saturday, April 22nd, looking into the week of April 24th. Nothing has changed much on NQ. We're still in that bearish squeeze. I wanted to show you a few patterns on the weekly one. So let's dive into that. You could see this W pattern that we're talking about, and there is this other W pattern that is in formation now. And let me show that to you. That would be like somewhat like that, and that's information, and I'm trying to extrapolate how it will look like. And this layer here, like at 12180, is something that I'm looking at in terms of like a POC, because it's like the fair value is right here and in the weekly values, and I'm hoping that it will come and test that again. As of now, if you see, it really tried to break that $13,000 value, and it has tested that once and twice by the sellers, and it is not breaking out. So it's in a consolidation. But what is this consolidation doing here is that I am looking at that, okay, there is a duel going on between the buyers and the sellers. Sellers tried to sell off, could not sell off. Sellers tried to again sell off, buyers showed up. This time sellers have been successful, and they're trying very hard to break that 13,000 level. This is the divergence I was talking about. As of now, it has broken out, confirmed here if you see here. And hence that 13,000 level, I'm going to try along here because it has confirmed here, and it's just trying to show up, but I think the sellers will run out of steam because ES is actually broken out and confirmed. So I'll try along here and see if it try the 13,000 level, and my goal would be this 13,300. But if it does break this, and I'm going to do this in the regular trading hour, if it does break this, and so if you see here, this is basically a flag here, so we're going up and consolidating. Had it been a bull flag, I would have been very bullish, but as of it's just going sideways. So when it goes sideways, I am usually very wary because I would like one of those levels to be broken. So here, either you break 13,300 or you break 13,000 so that I can take a trade. So I'm waiting for that 13,000. In regular trading hours, when it's retested, I'll take a long, but I may close my long on an intraday basis and not keep it overnight, because I'm guessing that it will happen. There will be a lot of chop here, and it may break 13,000 overnight and go and take my stop. I usually don't put a 300-400 point stop. If it breaks 13,000, my next stop should be around here, which is 12,620. That's almost a 400 point stop. I don't put that big a stop. My stop would be like close to 100 points at the max. So I cannot afford that big a stop loss, and hence I'm not going to do an overnight trade. But if you can afford that kind of a stop loss, somewhere like around that 12,500 level, then worth holding it overnight. But for me, that's too high a stop loss and too high a risk, so I cannot do that. So I may do an intraday trade here and see what's happening. Let's look at the daily here, and let's clean up these trend lines. So give me a little bit of second time to just clean these trend lines up, and I think we are good here. Okay, I'll leave the rest trend lines as it is. I'll just remove this one here. Okay, so if you look at the daily here, and we will remove extended hours, and if you look at that, so there was a gap here that got filled, there is a gap there that got filled, and there is no gap till all the way here. But down here, I don't see any gaps whatsoever now, as of now. So there is no gap fill here. But look at what the price has been doing on a daily basis. It's been staying here, like just going sideways. So one very profitable trade that I had is that when it started going sideways and it tested this level of 13,000, I think it was on 4/13th, if I remember right. I took a trade of selling puts around this 12,690 area, and I sold those puts, and those are highly profitable for me as of now. I'm gonna close that next week. And the reason I sold put, because I did not want to participate here, because my stop is somewhere down here, and if I when it tests 13,000, I have to put a stop here. That's too big a stop. So you don't need to always trade on a single plan. You should be able to explore multiple plans the way you want to trade. So in here, for me, the ideal trade was to sell a put, and I sold multiple puts, and I'm going to close them. They are very profitable as of now. So think different. When you think your risk is very high, think different and figure out other ways to participate in the market. Yes, you could have I could have always gone and sold MNQ, and that was also an option, but I went with the option of selling puts. That's all I had going into next week, and thank you for listening. And please put it in the comments if this analysis is not helpful and what you would like to see more, and I will try my level best to do those kind of analysis. As always, keep your stop prices your stop loss is tight, your loss is small, and your profit large. Thank you.